about rainfall. I showed you how much rainfall we've seen around the valley earlier, but at Phoenix Sky Harbor, we've done pretty good too. Officially 0.94 inches of rain since yesterday. So that takes into account the rain that we saw all day Saturday, but also in the overnight hours. We saw a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch in the overnight hours. So adding to that again, 0.94 is where we are. So for the year, that puts us at 3.73 inches of rainfall. So that's great news because it helps cut into that deficit. But just know that we're not completely out of that deficit yet for the year. We're about 1.92 inches below where we should be by this point in the year. So the rainfall is certainly beneficial, but we could still use more. I know we get a little greedy around here in the desert because we want more rainfall. There is still the potential for more as we go through the day today. We'll be watching for that as a storm system moves through. Now, the storm that brought all those storms yesterday is currently centered in Arizona. And as it's moving through, we're going to keep those storm chances around. But I can tell you that that storm threat is better out ahead of that storm. So that means as the core of this storm moves in, that storm threat is beginning to trend down here in central Arizona. And then behind this storm, you'll notice that even more those storm chances drop. So today we're watching some showers and storms mainly east of the valley out near Globe. You're noticing a cluster of thunderstorms just west of the 77 and south of the 60. That storm right there producing a lot of lightning and likely has some hail with it. So heads up if you're in Globe, that's moving to the north and moving in your direction. We're also tracking some rain out near Heber and Sibique, mainly rainfall, not seeing as much lightning with that anymore, and thunderstorms out near Holbrook. As I show you futurecast, you're going to notice today that the best potential for storms will be in northern and in eastern Arizona, and mainly this morning. But for the valley, as you watch radar and futurecast, you'll notice that we still have a chance of a few thunderstorms to pop up maybe nearby, but it's not as good of a chance as what we'd had yesterday or even overnight. Our best chances are behind us. Now we'll keep just a chance for a few spotty showers and thunderstorms around. And you'll notice by 10 a.m. there's that chance of a few showers or storms, mainly cloud cover still in place, but a few spotty storms could come close or into the valley. By lunchtime, still tracking some rain, mainly focused near our foothills just east of the valley, but I won't rule out a stray shower or storm further into the valley. Again, about a 20 to 30% chance rather this morning. Then that chance starts to drop even further. By 3 to 4 o'clock, we see more storms to our north and east, and the valley starts to clear out those clouds. Tonight, we're drying things out completely. Tomorrow, storms lingering in eastern Arizona, but all in all, starting to clear out those storm chances across the state. Now, because there is still a chance for a few showers or storms this morning, that flood watch does remain in place until 8 o'clock. It'll expire after that, as that threat for storms will become more spotty after that. Our temperature right now, 64 degrees. If you're walking out the door in Phoenix, it's a nice and cool start with temperatures up north in the 40s and 50s. Nice and cool around the valley. If you are going to head out for a walk or maybe a hike, it'll be a nice and cool morning for it. Just be on the lookout for a stray shower or storm. I don't think it'll be a washout by any means, and most of us will stay dry. So you've got the green light to get outdoors, but again, just know that we're not completely in the clear, so be prepared to get inside if necessary. Temperatures then top out in the mid to upper 70s around the valley today, low 80s out in Bullhead City and Lake Havasu, 50s and 60s across most of northern Arizona. It'll be a cool start to the week too, a high of 85 on Monday, 87 on Tuesday, and still in the 80s Wednesday. Then we hit the 90s, but just for one day Thursday. Temperatures are back into the 80s next weekend as storm chances go back up.